If you're buying a home, you need to tell your realtor everything, even everything about your money. So the market is still very strong in Alberta for real estate, and between myself and the realtors who call me, we're still seeing what I would call panic buying. So that means buyers are getting ahead of their skis and writing offers before they are financially prepared to buy a home. Now, what do I mean by that? And what happens if you're not honest and upfront with your realtor about your financial situation? Now, I know we were all raised to be very polite and never talk about money, politics, religion. But when you're buying a house and you're working closely with a real estate agent who has to represent your best interests, and in turn, someone like myself, a mortgage broker, it really requires you to kind of get naked about your finances, okay? So what is happening is buyers maybe make a phone call to their bank, or they have a very brief conversation with a mortgage broker who doesn't ask enough questions or take a full application. And then when the realtor says, and this is the realtor's job, how are you paying for this home? Is your financing ready to go? Are you pre-approved? That's kind of how the questions will sound. The buyer client is saying, oh yeah, I'm good. Oh yeah, I've been with that bank for 15 years. They know me. Yeah, I've got a down payment. We're good. I have a steady job. We're good. That is not being honest and upfront with your realtor about your preparedness to buy a home. So what happens when you forge ahead and your realtor writes an offer for you on a property that you have fallen in love with? Maybe it took you a number of showings to find that home, and now you only have, if you're lucky, 10 to 14 days to meet your financing condition, and you do not have a fully underwritten pre-approval ready. And you can look at past Friday Fire episodes to learn more about what that means. Well, if you don't have all your ducks in a row in terms of that mortgage pre-approval, then you may not meet your financing condition and you could be forced to walk away from the property. So it's very costly to do that. And there's a few reasons why. Number one, you've potentially fallen in love with a home that you either can't buy right now, or you need 2, 3, 4 weeks to get your finances in order and get a proper pre-approval, which only takes a couple days, by the way. You now have to wait to buy that house, and that house might not be there in a month. Or you go back to the drawing board, you call a mortgage broker, you get a proper pre-approval, fully underwritten, and then you go back to that same seller to make an offer. That seller might be in a little bit of a bad mood because you crashed the deal on them just a few weeks ago. Do you think they're going to feel as generous? Do you think maybe you've lost negotiating position and credibility as a buyer? So that's a problem. Also, chances are you submitted a deposit. It could have been as much as $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 deposit on that property the first time you made the offer, and now you have to get the deposit back. And that's not always a quick process. So going to the negotiating table with an offer before you're actually ready because you didn't want to tell your realtor the full story about how prepared you were financially, or you just thought, well, hey, the bank knows me, I'm good, I just gotta tell them I have a down payment and a job. You're not being totally upfront with your realtor, and your realtor is just doing their job by asking the hard questions. It might be a little uncomfortable, but if you want to have a successful, smooth home buying experience, you actually have to kind of get undressed with your money. And if not with a realtor, with your mortgage broker. And even if you walk into your bank, they may not ask you all of the questions that they need to ask, and they may not fully underwrite your pre-approval until it's too late. And then you find out, oh, I don't have the right documents. Maybe I haven't paid that last tax bill. Maybe I don't have enough income to support this size of a mortgage. oh, I just found out my down payment needs to be sitting in a bank account for a certain amount of time. There's all of these things that create strength in your mortgage application, and it is more than just a 5-minute visit to your bank branch. So when your realtor asks you if you're pre-approved for a mortgage or have you talked to a mortgage broker, spill the beans, be upfront, and let that realtor guide you towards someone who can help you get properly prepared to make an offer on a home. It will save you so much heartache and maybe even a lot of money too. If you have any questions about the pre-approval process, feel free to reach out to me by phone or text 403-382-7335 or look me up at carrieflatla.com. Remember to follow me here on Facebook and on YouTube and like this post. And in the meantime, have an awesome weekend. We'll see you for next Friday Fire. Take care.